Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Why don't you just use Bluetooth for audio? Sorry, I had to get the M1 Garand test video out of here, right? So I was using that to test my audio earlier. That's not from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was an audio test that I was using to figure out if my headphones were working. Two most annoying Andys on Twitch right now. And I understand your hearts are in the wrong place, which is honestly why it's annoying. Because if you were mean-spirited, I would just be like, okay, hater. But instead, you're well-meaning. Okay, if you're making noise, I'm making noise. Number one most annoying Andy on Twitch right now is See a Doctor Andy. I too wish we lived in the 1950s where anytime you had a mosquito bite or a sore throat, your doctor would come to your house and he would be there in, you know, less than an hour and he would prescribe you morphine for whatever ailed you. Nowadays, I don't know about in the rest of the world, but in British Columbia, you have to choose between either sacrificing an entire day to go to an urgent care facility, because if you don't go right when they open, then it will be too late. They will be at capacity, or spending 12 hours at the emergency room because people with real emergencies are going to be triaged in before you, which makes perfect sense, or booking an appointment with your primary care physician to deal with your problem in 6 to 18 months, okay? So, this is a horrible start, by the way. So that's the Be a Doctor Andys are pretty annoying. Tomo! Thank you. And it's even more annoying because when you complain about that stuff, people go, yeah, at least it's free. In a way, sure. In a way. You're not wrong, but like, that would, you see how messed up it is? That it's like backwards? That I wish that my car got crushed by like an enormous engine block or something like that, because at least I could go to the hospital and get attention. And then I could be like, oh, also, by the way, I have a sore throat. The second most kind of annoying Andy, and it's much less severe, is just use Bluetooth Andy. Because for some reason, Bluetooth does not, it has like a serious delay on my PC. From my phone to Bluetooth earbuds, it works completely fine, seamlessly. We are going to be killed. But especially when people are like, why don't you just use the Bluetooth on your controller? Like I've tried using controller Bluetooth on London from time to time, and it's pure misery. Just didn't fit into the schedule today. I'm not starting a new From Software game on Friday, playing 1 hour of it before a sponsored thing before Jackbox. We'll just get a cutscene where like a robot with leprosy coughs or something like that, and then it'll be like, use the right stick to lock on. Game's gonna be dead by then. I'd like to add a third Andy to most annoying Andy. Dead game Andy. Andy, whose number one hobby is video gaming, but he spends all of his time cutting video games down and not playing them instead. Dead game Andy might be more annoying than Bluetooth Andy, but is definitely not as annoying as Go See a Doctor Andy. Ready Up Andy, somewhere in the mix as well. Sorry, I didn't ready up. What's Bluetooth Andy? It's just a guy I made up. What about Web3 Andy? Not that annoying anymore. Extremely annoying in 2021. Because there were 10 times to 100 times more of them. And also everything they bought went to the freaking moon for no reason whatsoever. So I think Web3 Andy is presently in a hibernation. They're at level 1. They got all the way to level 3 Grandpa earlier. But now they are back to level 1 Andy. MFs will literally play this, but not play Dead by Daylight. Okay, Dead by Daylight Andys, they're coming in. I'm going to put them in at number 4. It's actually the opposite of Dead Game Andy, which is Games Never Die Andy. Dead by Daylight is an 8-year-old game, which is fine. I'm not saying nobody else should ever play it. But like, As someone who's a relatively new player, an amateur level player of Dead by Daylight, it's not fun to jump into an 8-year-old game and just get teabagged by a bunch of like, nurse Poindexters over and over and over, right? The fact that the game's new here means that there's a little bit of, there's hidden information, there's hidden strategy, which adds more variance into the experience for new players, okay? There's a lot of Andys out there. Why does this game cost $15 when old school RuneScape, I've played it for 9,000 hours and it's free? Andy, that Andy's pretty annoying. What's the most based Andy? Let's Get High Andy, who posts 95% Shaquille O'Neal emote reactions and 5% plus twos. I appreciate that. Let's Get High. Thank you. Bandy, Chibli, C3PO, Bo-Katan, people, Bo-Katan. Currently, maybe in possession of the Darksaber. I haven't seen The Mandalorian Season 3. I heard it jumped the shark a little bit. I saw there are a lot of cameos in it, with Olivia Munn and Lizzo and Grogu, also known as Baby Yoda. Antifa won't let you call him Baby Yoda anymore. They say Yoda's a man, not a species. I say Baby Yoda because he's cute as a button, like a Baby Yoda would be. I'm not going to talk about the fact that he's self-reported as 6'3", 215, okay? Because I did the same thing when I got my driver's license renewed like 4 years ago. They were like, how much do you weigh? And I was like 180 pounds. I was probably 205, okay? If you want an accurate weight on the driver's license, then bust out the scale. Otherwise, I'm going to lie to you. I might not get another driver's license for 10 years. I don't want to put 5'10", 205 on that. Come on.